scared. Hello, hello.
There we go.
Hi, my name's Megan. Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Most popular man in town, right there. How are you, Tom?
Busy.
I bet you, that's what I mean.
Hey, Doc, how are you?
Hi, pleased to meet you. Thanks for spending a moment to pop by.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see how it works.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're gonna hook that up. Just doing it right now.
Perfect.
So over the years, I've been trying to get something that would measure muscle function. I've been researching muscles since the early 90s from my days in Cambridge. And I wanted something that was simple and easy, non-invasive, but gave me detailed information about muscle performance and balance. And it's taken me best part of a lifetime, I suppose, to get to the point. But about 12 years ago, I had the idea of actually just listening to the muscles as they contract. Picks up the pure contractions of muscle and allows us to do this in real time. So it's been kind of a fun journey, but it's now given us a tool that we can use to assess muscle performance and balance. And that's what we'll try and see if we can demonstrate with Dennis. With Megan, if they can set it up.
Now these are all colored. They're syncing to the app, which I'll show you in just a minute.
What do you do now when a player comes off the ice limping and it's not broken, but you know there's something wrong? What can you do in the dressing room right away? Do you have an X-ray?
Yeah.
You have an X-ray right in the dressing room, okay? But so that you kind of deduce the fact that if it's not broken, then you have to guess as to the muscle that's hurt, right? But if you're able to use something like this in quick time, right there in the dressing room, it could.
Just from seeing it now, probably something post-game we will do.
Yeah, that's your point.
Something we use in-game.
And then we like to play the bongos as a tester. There we go, picking that bad boy up. Pick that bad boy up. All right, we're gonna start recording. That's your start line. And then go ahead and quit for me. Yeah, get it.
So what you're seeing are the actual muscles in Dennis's arm producing pressure waves as he contracts them. And we can follow in real time what muscles are doing. It means we can follow performance for the first time ever. We can also look at the balance and see whether Dennis is using his left arm more than his right arm, etc. And we can follow fatigue profiles. And because it's just measuring muscle contraction, it's nice and precise. It correlates with force production in muscle. And we've been able to publish quite a few papers over the past few years looking at not only clinical aspects but also sports aspects. And then just recently we had Raymond on the ice and measured him and his muscle performance. So it means we can use this as a tool to give a baseline for individual athletes and then follow them during their training session, or if they become injured, to look at their rehabilitation and discover when they're back to their normal performance levels.
You left-handed?
No.
The rights.
Although when I play hockey, you know, you got the bottom of the hand there, and I play golf, and I got my left hand as my power hand, so it's not surprising. But it's interesting that when I played hockey, I shoot left, and when I go to the golf club, I'm right.
So you would need to have a baseline.
Yes. Yeah.
So we would do a baseline.
Yeah, that's what we would suggest, at least, is a baseline for each of the athletes. And then you have an idea of what their performance is like, whether they're more biased to one side of the body than the other when they're exercising, so you can balance them and prevent future injury when they're training, etc. And then look at their performance and see whether you can improve it together with trainers. And then you have this background information about them when they become injured or damage a muscle group. You can follow their recovery and know exactly when you can put them back into a match. without further risk of injury. So it's a very simple, non-invasive way of assessing muscle function and performance.
I imagine at the end of September, the end of training camp, you think your guys are in pretty good shape, but if you tested them again in March just before the playoffs, it'd be a huge difference in almost all of the motor skills, right?
Oh, yeah. The sensors have been designed specially so they're flat. And this really overcomes the problem that people in the past have had in the 70s and 80s and early 90s, trying to get acoustic myography to work. If you use a microphone, then it has a casing, and that casing means that it amplifies background noise. So what we've done is we've simply taken the sensors that you find in the back of most mobile phones. They're super thin. And in that way, they're directional. They don't pick up background noise. If you tap on them, of course, they'll pick up the sensors. But otherwise, if you speak to them or clap your hands next to them, they don't pick those vibrations up. But they do, when you put them on the skin, they do pick up the vibrations from the muscles that underlying the skin tissue. And in that way, we've been really fortunate with a sensor that is nice and directional and noise-free. And that's meant for the first time we've been able to record acoustic signals from muscles really accurately and repeatably. We've documented that now over the last decade with quite a lot of publications.
Thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's see if we